Hello guys and welcome to today's sim racing edition. Today we're not racing on Le Mans Ultimate, nor iRacing, nor R Factor 2. We are out on Formula Legends. It's been a while actually, and I have had this game since a little period already. However, I never really came across to do just a little bit of fun streaming. But today is the day finally. Where I'm going to achieve this. And it's a bit of a sad story because tomorrow there's dropping an update with a new Italian track with new features and a new DLC. Sadly though, I have missed the embargo. Well, I have not missed the embargo. Will miss the embargo because it lifts tomorrow. Anyway, so we're out on the base game that's getting a huge update tomorrow. However, we're going to configure this game and get going. I will put the English language so you guys are fully aware of what's happening. Screen settings are set. However, let's get to the wheels control, and there you can see we can set up everything that we need. Brake, gear up, shift. Gear downshift. So then BRS and WRS. I think that is a battery system, whereas this is I think they call it wind reduction system. There is a disclaimer saying all team names, driver names, features, and so on are totally unrelated to reality. But you can clearly see what they are aiming at. It's an amazing type of wording, to be honest. maybe we can have a look later on if we are going to go back into that game. Simfly 2022, thank you so much for your follow here on the Twitch channel. Change view up, change camera down. Look back is going to be that one. Ah, yeah, pit stop tire 1. So I need to remind those buttons. 35, 45, 50, and 55. Because I need to press them when we're going into the pits later on. Fuel bar is... I need to be really careful to not move the wheel. Press to remap. That is the fuel bar. Ah, yeah, okay. So I need to do something different. I need to put... You know, I take fuel for this one. And health. Probably for this one. And then I should put the respawn if I put that on somewhere. Yes, I did. I put the respawn on this one. Okay. We have looked back. We don't have a pause button just yet. I'll just keep that on escape because whatever. Change view up and down. Up, down. So, and then we have tire selection up, tire selection down, tire selection right. Sorry, tire selection down. Yes, tire selection up, tire selection left, tire selection right. Awesome. End pit stop. That's going to be the center button. So I need to press this and I press this while I press the other button. So maybe I need to go fuel and repair like that. Anyway, we're going to find out how this is going to work. Okay, pause. We don't need that. Anything else is in. Perfect. Wheel options. Let's see what we can do there. Yeah, I've put the steering already like to very, very low. No dead zones, force feedback. I'm keeping it where it is right now. What do we have here? Acceleration. No, that sensitivity is all... Oh no, that... No. Please don't. And that's the other way that we don't want to have. So we want to have this just linear. Perfect. Okay. That's fine. That's set. You know what? I think we should get going. We start with some time attack. Let's see what we have. Belgium. France. Arguably a track not quite in France. Great Britain. Not even sure if that should be Silverstone. This looks like the Nürburgring for sure. Sector 1 is clearly Nürburgring-like. Sector 2 is... I don't know what exactly. You know what? Let's just take Germany. And then about the cars, you can choose between like early 50s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 80s and stuff. Early 2000s is the earliest that we can do. Pentold. What is Pentold about? Yeah, I and Sober. Jose in its iconic yellow livery. Jaguar. Sorry, Kagua. Kagua. It is quite it's quite fun names, to be honest, on it. Right, let's put the Pentold. Fabio, a real simulator, you see. Well, we're gonna find out how this is going. You guys hear the game sound good enough? Put it a bit further up. So let's see how we're going. Wait, hang on. What was the camera? That is the camera. Here we go. Before we keep playing, I need to sharpen the camera. There we go. That is automatic shifting. Where can I get manual shifting? Language, steering type. Choose between the legacy and the improved vehicle handling mode. Why is that locked though? Lap info. Proximity indicators. Yes, get them visible. Transmission type. Manual. Depth of field. Yes. Dead zone. Set the analog dead zone percentage recommended controller keyboard. Wheel 0. Oh yes, here we go. Yeah, we leave depth of field on for the moment. This is funny though. So, this doesn't have any BRS or WRS obviously since it's 20s. We haven't had that technology back in the day. But we had some purple lap times, sector times already. Oh, look at this turn. Probably flat out. Fabio, how about like 3 hours of this instead of 3 hours of Le Mans? I think this is some good fun, honestly. Would love to already set gearbox transmission. Yes, it does have FFB apparently. It's just... Let me see what's up with that. Have I got it disabled? No, the e-motor is off. Where is my... Oh, well, 10. If you put it to 10%, there's hardly going to be anything, right? So, here we go. So, force feedback is now on. But I would... yeah. It gives you a little bit of an indication of what the cars and tires are doing. But it's rather some... It feels a bit like... It turns kind of off when you're about centered. And then it just gives you a sort of static feeling when you load up the tires. So... yeah. I don't know. You see that swing back now came from the FFB. The fun fact is, TC is off. So is ABS and such. Yet though I feel like I cannot really lock up, can I? And you see I'm pushing it quite a bit. To be honest, to me this is a bit off-throwing. Like the FFB is like sort of a reactive thing. Like for me as a proper sim racer, I don't really think that is a good idea to have it on. Dreckiger done. No, it's not. It's not. Alex thinks the tire model is much better than on LMU though right now. Interesting guess, interesting thought. But I can already smell and sense the feeling from where that is coming. Something that I have to say though, it feels like being on this black rubber stuff is giving you a little bit of more grip. Like I just slightly, oops, I just ever so slightly missed the line into that kind of steep, how is it called, into that banking corner, and immediately I was almost not making the corner, right? Lost packets, I absolutely agree. Like, I even think for a little bit of fun and unserious gameplay, this could also be a nice game for a community night, you know? Because as far as I'm concerned, there is a multiplayer on this. Yeah, look, as long as you stay on the on the black stuff, quite kindly said, and not completely overdo it, you'll have absolute, not giga grip, but you certainly have a grip bonus. So here we go. P700 and something. We're now finally 2 seconds up on our own. I wonder if there is a... Yeah, probably this camera view. That's given me a better idea of where the track's actually going instead of sitting in the cockpit. Because as you can see now, I'm finally yeeting on the steering wheel, am I? What is something I would still need to do when being in the onboard? Damn it. Let me see if I can also get the same kind of yeet driving from the onboard. It's probably more about forcing yourself to do it. P431 in the time attack. Can we go into the top 100 though? Using a fucking wheel on a kind of arcadey racing. Not kind. Well, it is kind of arcadey because there's some simulation effects in it as well. Ah, don't go off. Well, that is the missing traction control, I assume. Huh? A second. Ah, that is off. P430. P344. Alright, I guess a little bit more of... a little bit more of time attack, and then I think we should go into a proper race. To check how the AI is going, to check how strong the AI is as well, right? So is that flat 6th gear? Yeah. 6th gear makes it flat. Yes, here we go. Green, green, green. Probably still not pushing enough, am I? In terms of yeeting and steering and stuff. Anyway, we're 9/10 up though. Oh yeah, that was a beautiful turn. 1.5, 1.7. Top 100 shall be a goal, okay? 166 was sitting. Ah, shitty. Stay on it. If you take the turn in the right way, you're also gonna get benefits. It feels like you should indeed kind of dodge the curb sometimes as they make you jump around a little. But what you certainly shouldn't do is miss in the corners. Damn it. Another missed. Latoevix, yes, this looks fun indeed, and it feels fun as well. The only issue is like you have no feeling about what kind of gearing is good. That makes sense. Lost 2/10 in the opening sectors. It's still looking purple middle sector. Let's go. Too late on the entry here. I feel like you can take final turn just so damn quick. Can't see the entry for turn 1. That should be invalidated anyway. Is it? RP 107. Come on. I still kind of like it how you can be a little bit soft and precise with the steering, you know. If I would not be that miles away from the apex at times. Yeah, you need to fully just yeet on the steering wheel. Which makes me think... I see optimization possibilities here. So I put a bit more FFB in it. And then I put that to 360-ish though. So that I'll more quickly get to the point of maximum steering, you know. That should give me also a better cornering. You know it from the old days, right? Just yeeting your way in. Maybe I'm also understeering too much thanks to that, but I don't know. I was jumping too much because of the curb. Now here I was losing shit load of time. I'm not sure. Actually, I do have iRacing Acadia as a demo. Can you use the steering wheel on iRacing Acadia? Serious question. Yeah, let's go. Nope. Ah, I stayed on it though, but you hear the tire squealing. Gave me a good entry speed though. For this turn. That last passage there reminds me of Road Atlanta a bit. So we're down on pace. Nothing we cannot fix with hitting apexes. But you need to hit them, right? Yes, full 10th up, let's go. Six 10th up, bring it home, Mitchie. 5.5 10th up. Missed that apex. Yeah, 610. Where does that get us? 107. To P60. Ah! I'm getting in the flow now, eh? So how do you do a 46.8 though? Ah, maybe I need to be careful with the gears as well, but if you could, you would buy it. Well, sounds like something we can test. However, for the moment, we're here on Formula Legends. I'll give this 1 or 2 more shots. I'm a bit curious. Or in other news, curious. It will take the fun a little bit away, but what happens if I put automatic transmission in? And I'll just take care about the driving stuff, you know? And I need to... Probably can do that in game, but I quickly gonna do it on the wheelbase now to just like get me rid of the effects so that I just steer the way I want. And then we go jump into a race with modern cars somewhere. Perhaps even here, since we just did the track now. Probably be quite fun. Need to turn this back on though. I would say though that even though you can drive this with a wheel and stuff, I think with a controller you have a significant advantage. What's your thoughts on this? So in fact, actually, I do need the bump stop back. But I go into settings. Just put the force feedback to 0. Whoop. Happens when you are in the bump stop area. Yeah, that is bump stop. So I don't start overturning the wheel, you know. Okay, flat out. Doesn't really seem to work. Let's see if we can get that delta. Or if somehow manual transition is OP. Maybe it's just also a little bit of a natural feel for me that if you don't shift yourself, you know what I mean? Because right now I'm significantly slower, I'm just not having a chance even to pick up on this, so maybe, and I really hope this is the case. Automatic driving is given a little bit of a downside. So we're just testing this out, right? I don't know what you think, but I do think that when you have manual transmission, you're faster for whatever reason. Another 4/10. Can this get us into the top 50? Top 40 even. Let's go. Stay on it. Come on. Ah, a little bit too fast. I can get into a 48. I feel it. But yeah, you need to stay on the racing line no matter what. It. Guys, I'm somewhat triggered though. I don't know about you, but I feel like I have more in it and now I want it, you know? That's good fun. This is what a game should be like, right? You should reward proper driving, and if you're having a lot of fun, it's just natural that you keep going. This is what a game is all about. Ah, brilliant. And it's about riding that dark line in the right way. A bit better on the exit. Come on. Yes. Push, push, push. I should have used third gear. Oh, I'm giving it all away. Something else that I like is the fact that when you open the steering and be a bit more granular on it, it'll give you better performance. Also should have been in fourth here. Okay, I thought third would be the better option, but no, fourth is working way better. This is not impossible yet. Like if you miss the entry like this. Yeah, this is a good anti-cut, right? What are we doing? Do we fight for the last 2/10? I want to take one of the modern cars out here and see how racing goes. We're gonna do that in a moment. And then we have some little bit more fun before we call it a day. What do you like about the displays? I think it looks very natural, good to read and stuff. I thought it was a good timing. I need to be a bit slower into this specific turn to like have more power out, you know, don't be so limited on the steering input. Oops. I would have been too early on this goddamn thing again. Ah, more speed out of it. Great. I have to steer too long on this exit. If I don't do that, we're good. It is purple sector 2 though. Let's go. Oh, over the curb. Very good. Yeah, brilliant final turn. This is about optimal that I can get. Maybe top 30, maybe top 20. Give it one more shot. I had to lift here a little bit. Did I stay too long in 4th gear? Let's see. Have you straight lined that exit a little bit more? I think it's fun with the real Rolonzo. Like, you have a granularity that you also could have in a pet, of course. But I see why in a pet you're not that disadvantaged, actually. I think with the pet this is a quite fun game. It is obviously not necessarily built for wheels, but having a steering wheel is certainly not a disadvantage per se, right? Dipping the wheel into the grass is no goodie. 50 it is, yes. Ah. I'll leave it with that. I'm happy enough with this. Box is over there. We're gonna do that in the race. Guys, P23 on our very first time attack. How about that? Even some proper lap times with a thousandths of a second. Nice report, actually. Very, very good. So, show me. Leaderboards. Ah, 4,000s. There is no way. But 2 seconds? Like, I need to help to understand this. I could see, with a proper pattern, like proper nailing corners, and having like a good wiggly fingers, I can see mids to high 47. But a high 46 looks suspicious too. Anyway, none of our business. Here we go. Let's go into a race. We're gonna put a race. We give us 3 qualifying laps. Difficulty is normal. Tire. Ah. Yeah. Ooh. Race assists. No traction control. Manual. WRS. Fuel consumption on. Tire deck on. Damage normal. Collisions on. Race. Oh. Yep, the settings. Let's put Germany again. And as for the cars. Custom motors, Alps Racing. FB Racing. Is that RB? Let's put... Hans Troll! Oh my god, you guys nailed it! Hans Troll! And Fernandinho Alfonso. Jetzt reift der Hans-Troll. Ah, this is biblical. Okay. Oh. Rain. Oh, that's fucked. So how is your rain looking? So BRS, which was the BRS button? I'm not even sure if staying on the wet on the black stuff is probably the best way still. Since we have this BRS, let's use it. Is this corner still flat in the wet? Apparently it is. Interesting. Also, the the HUD elements changed a little bit from the style, right? Displaying a little bit more modern as we're driving a bit more modern cars as well. So we're 4/10 up on our own. Let's see what the BRS can make in terms of difference. As we have final lap of qualifying, sitting third. BRS fully charged again. That's obviously BS. Now I ran out of it. So we improved by another 6/10. That should give us pole. Yes, is a pole. So Hans Troll from Lewis Hamilton, Mark Pellastallen, Fernandinho Alfonso, Marlo Sess, Oswald Pastri, Oswald. Claudio Treddy. Who would that be? Charles Leclerc or what? Chuck Morris, Carl Rasmussen, Nick Hulkendorf, Jeremy Russell. That's Russell. Charlie Lacreme. Charlie Lacreme. Halt's Maul. Francesco Bruschetta. And Sergi Perez. Ah! Ah, that's great. Okay, let's go into the race then. We have, well, I think it's wet tires condition, ain't it? So throttle. Where is everyone? Very much behind us, so 10 laps. Alright, on the bottom right, I see probably the hardest car condition. Oh, as we got overtaken there. Wrong gears. Car condition down to 97. Fuel to 96. And the wet tire already down to 93. So in 10 laps, this to me means, I think we need to box at some point. I wonder if you can actually save tires here from not yeeting as much, or whether it's completely regardless. Anyway, we're sitting second. We used about 12% in the opening lap. Oh, we need to do a good pit stop. There is no other way around it. Otherwise, we're just falling way too much behind as a pivot aqua comes up. Should try being in higher gears, I assume. So gaps are stable to the back, but Lewis is running away. See if the weather changes as well at some point. Meanwhile, cars from behind are catching up. No, it's not a paid partnership. I would love it to be. Would mean I'd get some decent money playing this game. You mean it has the vibes of a paid actor? Well, I hear ya. I mean, to an extent, you could always see that, but you know, it's very hardly that I would put on a game on a stream that I don't enjoy, right? So, I think we're catching a bit, aren't we? Finally a little bit in the rhythm. Took me a little bit to... Tires are at 50% durability. Well, I have to pit anyway, so... The question is, shall I try going on a move first before pitting? Let's do opposite to Lewis. I should have boxed him. Anyway, we're coming. We're faster on the straight. Let's see about draft and slipstream and stuff. Oh, there is not much with draft and slipstream. There is me sliding around. Yeah, I should get new tires. Whoops. Track limits are the least of my issues right now. I don't need fuel, which is good, so I can fully focus on changing tires, which is probably going to be a small mini game or something. So, box. Box. Lewis is in as well. Oh, we're going for the wets. Okay, be ready. 35, 45, 50, 55. Ah, there's 45, 35, 55. That was a shit stop. So how many positions did we lose? Sitting 5th now, so 3 positions back. Anyway, let's do some moves. Can only do some moves and if being in right gears, right? That's a bit of a downside being in manual transmission, like you have to have that gearbox in mind and being in the right gears at all the time. I mean, I know that is what the manual transmission is about. But quite honestly, weather update, it is stopped raining. Oh, this is... So how quickly does this dry up now? I can still see it rain, or is that spray? Must be the water then. That's shit. Also, when going through the grass, I think I'm losing a bit of performance on the car as well. As in health, you know. I really should make sure to stay on that black stuff here. Or the less wet bit. Because then I'm sure we can do a move soon. Now it really stopped raining. Let's see how quickly it dries up. As next lap is the final lap, I think. Can we make it to the podium? I need a ballistic right, left, and right hand side exit now. Where's draft? Where is some draft? Yes, we go for the move. Whee! Into 3rd place. Let's go. Track is probably now just about dry. Complete the race without repairing damage using least medium whatever. I got some achievement out of it. What do you think, guys? About this game? Let's do another one. Belgium. Early 20s. Just one more. Then we goodie. Oh, we're on a soft tire. Well, that's fine. Well, Eau Rouge is tricky. Quite stressful to keep clicking all the buttons in the right way. Whether that is the BRS or the WRS. Wait. Come on. Yes. As you can see, I'm just hitting on the steering wheel. A bit too wide. One more lap. R7th, we lost speed. DRS wide open. 8th gear. There's another P1. Can we keep it this time though? Is the question. Oh, just the 10th. Oh, this is tight. Top 8 and 8/10. Well, we put the medium. I'll literally just turn in and I hope no one was there. Car feels a bit more heavy, to be honest. Not sure if it's just the it's a different compound. I forgot about that. Oh, I was qualifying on the softs. I wonder whether you can make a difference here, though, with maybe being a bit more gentle overall on the steering and on the tires. Having said that, we go full yeet still, right? So 16% gone. 11 laps. Problem is, if I don't go full yeet on the tire, I might get overtaken. Ah, beautiful turn one. Also, Luke Edison, by the way, about your question, if it was a paid stream, then obviously I would have had to mark it with advertising and stuff. But as long as you don't see my affiliate link, there shouldn't be any paid stuff. Yes, that is a better... Ooh, almost crash corner. 65% on the tire. Means this lap it holds up. This is lap 4, and comes lap 5, then we put a hard and go to the end. How about that? Or is there a way to kind of save the tire a little? Kind of doubt it. I'm not going as full yeet now into most of the turns here. However, I'm also giving up my my gap, as you can see. But it seems like that was stretching the tire a little, no? Let's go another full yeet and box. I go for the heart regardless. For as long as we go high speeds, the tire shouldn't be too much of an issue. The only thing I'm not allowed to do is like yeet it over a curb or something. Almost did exactly that. So let's not fuck it up in the pits this time. Let's go. We go for a hard, and we need some fuel. $35, $55, $50, $45. We're done. Yes, we stayed in the lead. Let's go. Well, we didn't stay in the lead, but I think car ahead was ahead of us before the pit entry, but some DRS, sorry, WRS and BRS for the win. We have a different tire compound though, which is a concern. Anyway, I hope we can yeet on that tire and just like go quack. It is the hard compound. I feel a little less grip. I also feel a little less brain from being in the wrong gear. Oh, is there rain coming? Is it just me, or did the clouds, like the track lighting, just go a bit worse? That would indicate rain to me then. Meanwhile, new tires, purple. If you are in right gears, of course. Was very much too low on the gears. Still. We're not fastest lap time yet. We're missing 4/10 to say, whoever that is. I was way too low in the gears. And then you lose that speed. And you can't really gain it back since you are full pushing on the steering. And as you're fully pushing on the steering, you create a lot of friction. Which is then slowing you down in a way. So, P is in. And this is Formula Legends. Very nice arcadey game, I have to admit. For those of you that know like Circuit Supercars, or is it Circuit Superstars? Or iRacing Arcadey, I think that is what their main competitors will be. And I got admit it's fun. Yes, it is arcadey, 100%, but is a good arcadey game. Don't get me wrong. Or would you want to disagree? If so, put it in the comments. And I'm happy to have that conversation. Because again, we're here for honest opinions, right? And I have my pros and contras about this game in my mind. But if you find another contra, just let me know. Literally. Tell me about it. Oh, this is a tighter corner. Is that finally purple for us? Yes, fastest lap. And also last lap coming up. I mean, you know, you could also play it in this kind of camera, right? Track limit succeeded. And immediately my mojo's gone. You can now argue about whether that is greater than the onboard. But I think the onboard is fine, literally. Here we go! Is a win! 3D Clouds, hello there, thank you for joining. Doing it with the wheel is next level? Honestly, when this game came out, I played it with the controller, it was totally fine. Don't get me wrong, like totally fine. But in all honesty, I was like, man, I would love to do this with the steering wheel. And I think I'm not doing too bad with the steering wheel. Remember, we did this time attack thing in Germany. We're sitting 20th. We're sitting 20th with a fucking steering wheel in like an hour of playing. To see, maybe, let me see what we can do with, that's the final thing we're going to do for today, okay? Early 10s, no, mid 20s, early 20s. How we take that car? Let's see what we can do in this car, but obviously with the cockpit view. Yeah, so 3D Cluts, thank you so much for the sub. So WRS is quite wide open, and I assume we need to use all the battery we can. Keep it 7th. Ah. I'm still torn between full yeet, sending it on the steering wheel, and be like a little bit of halfway steering, because it just will be better. Like really, really torn on it. P558. That was too far on the outside in the first place. Probably going down to 6th is more than sufficient. And putting in 7th here to gain the speed. What is it? 6/10 up. Half a second up. P432. Yeah, that's invalid. Can I gain some time here? I love seeing a delta, I'm not gonna lie. Having a delta is the best thing ever. Shifted a bit too early with everything. Stay tight, come on. I think this is where I'll lose most of the time. Oh, what? That's legal? No way. 7th? Can take that one a bit easier. Just need to make sure to kind of shorten the way, right? So P432. Oh, is that finally a good turn? Nope. Ah, this is that all valid? Oh, well, anyway, we end the session here. I'm a bit done. It's quite stressful to, like, even if you throw the wheel left, right, and center around it. So, what is our combined lap time then? 34,000 in Sector 2 and another 34,000 in Sector 3 would be the differences, right? So a 1 flat. And that puts us 430 seconds? Something like that? .6 seconds off. What the fuck? Where are the setup hacks? I want to see that lap though. I want to see that lap. Anyway, guys, we'll bring this to an end. I say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed that little bit of a rodeo and that little bit of a different type of gaming experience here on the channel. Tomorrow we'll be back on Le Mans Ultimate with the LFM Pro Series. Looking forward to see you guys, and then I see you tomorrow and potentially on the weekend for some endurance race, perhaps. Till then, guys, have a good one, everyone. See you and bye bye.